Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Monica, and I want to ask you a question. Are you hurting again? Have you been sitting in front of that damn computer all day long? And once you finally get out of work and get home, you just don't have that energy to do anything more because, ouch, my back is so hurt. My neck is hurting. I've been staring at that screen all day long. What am I going to do? I want to enjoy my life. So, I am here to give you some solutions. This is a Masterclass Express with Empower TV, and I'm going to share with you today 3 powerful steps to relieve your back pain and get back to your vibrant, healthy, energized life. So, as I said, my name is Monica, and I am bringing you masterclasses and videos on self-treatment for chronic pain. I have been a therapist for 15 years, and one thing I've learned, helping people, helping all those people with chronic pain, with years and years of tension, of stress and struggle, I have learned that people who actually took things in their own hands, who learned self-treatment techniques, who applied them every day, had the best results ever. So this is what I'm here for. I want to help you out to actually take things in your own hands and become your own healer. Okay? So this is a masterclass for you if you've been suffering from chronic pain, and if what you really want is, instead of having pain, you want to have a healthy, vibrant, energized, active life. You want to be able to do sports, to play with your kids, your friends, your grandchildren. You want to feel relaxed. You want to be able to, relax in the evening and sleep well. So I want to give you 3 steps to achieve just that. Is that what you want? Yes? Well, you are in the right place. So welcome to Empower TV Masterclass, Express Masterclass on how to relieve your back pain. So there's 3 steps, as I said, and we're going to be using some simple tools and really simple, easy, and safe techniques for you that you can start applying today. So if you're suffering from back pain, maybe you're slouching all day long in front of the computer, the eyes get sort of locked on that screen, and your back starts to hurt, your head starts to really feel stiff, your neck starts to feel really stiff. When you get home, you just can't even stretch out because everything's so contracted and achy and sore, it gets to us. So let me talk to you about those 3 steps. And by the way, how do I know all that? Like I said, I've been treating people for over 15 years, helping them with chronic pain. And I use bodywork techniques, mostly myofascial release therapy. And it sounds like a big word. What does that mean? We're not going to be getting into it, but I'm going to be showing you some really simple techniques that are associated with this form of therapy. So step number 1. Okay, so we are very used to thinking of the symptoms of, my back is hurting. I'm going to do something with my back because it's hurting. I'm going to rub it. I'm going to maybe try to stretch it. I'm going to ask my husband or my wife to give me a massage, or a friend or a kid if you don't have a husband or a wife handy. But does it really help? Does it really help to sort of always rub that back? In many ways, if I do that to myself, I will be more sore than actually it would help. So I want to bring your attention to this very important concept in our body. The body is a connected system. See, for example, I'm going to give you a simple example. I'm going to use my clothes here. So if I make a big knot on my shirt, and try to move my arm, see what happens. Honestly, I cannot move my arm anyway. Okay, this is as far as I can go. Okay, now we get rid of that knot. Soften it up here. Look at that. My arm moves pretty well. You know, I've been using my own techniques, by the way. Okay, so this is what it is. Our body is a connected system of connective tissue that holds and protects everything inside of the body. So one thing that's tight may lead to pain and tightness somewhere else. Tightness in your chest, those slouched shoulders, may actually lead to back pain and neck tension. Okay? So today, because we're working with the back, I'm going to teach you a really simple, easy, and pleasurable technique to release that tension from the front of your body so that your back can stop hurting. All right? Are you game? I hope so. And by the way, if you're looking for more help, if you're really starting to feel like you gotta take things in your own hands, you want to learn how to self-treat, how to use your free time to actually make your body feel better so you can live a vibrant and healthy life, I want to invite you to join my free private community on Facebook. It is called Find Your Inner Healer and Heal Your Chronic Pain. It's absolutely free, no strings attached. I want to help you. I'm there to answer your questions. There's Q&As, there's video Q&As, there's self-treatment mini videos that you can watch almost every single day. And there's a community of support. You can exchange your the techniques that work for you. You can talk about things that work and don't work that maybe you want to get off your chest. So it's a community for you, and I want to invite you. And by the way, I want to share with you here this PDF document that I created just for you. And let's see if we can do that. 1 minute. Getting ready to share. Okay. Here we go. So there is a document that's attached to this masterclass, and it will guide you through the 3 steps that we want to use today. Okay, so there's a little bit about me. You have a direct link to Find Your Inner Healer and Heal Your Chronic Pain Facebook group that you can join at any time, and you'll be very welcome. So please check out the PDF. You can read along as you watch the video here with me. So we talked about how connected our body is. And by the way, that connective tissue, we call it fascia, but you don't have to worry about the names. It doesn't matter. So coming from this perspective of the full connectedness of our body, what do we want? We want that web of connections to be as open and as expansive as possible so that we can move freely. So see, I want to be able to stretch my arms. Okay, so how can we help that? Well, step number 2, I have a little tool for you which is super simple, very easy. It's about 4 to 6 inch in diameter inflatable ball. You can buy those in a sports store, you can buy those in a department store, in a convenience store, at Walmart. You can buy those online. There is a brand called Miracle Ball, because by the way, those balls are miraculous. So one more important thing is that a ball that you're gonna get 4 to 6 inch in diameter, it needs to have a vent to inflate it and deflate it, because you're going to be working with the amount of tension that's appropriate to your body. Okay, so this is a tool that we're going to be using, and I will guide you through a little bit of a meditative self-treatment to give you an idea today. If you do not have a ball handy like this, it's okay. I will invite you to just lay down on the floor, but if you have a ball like this handy, just run and grab it, okay? And so we're going to be working with this beautiful connective system of our body to open it up, to create more space. Because, you know, if we are restricted, and let me show you this picture that I have in the PDF here for you. when we are restricted in our connective tissue, in our fascia, this is what's happening. This is what you are going to be seeing. The fascia, the connective tissue, that web that holds your whole body, gets inflamed, meaning it is on fire. You're constantly struggling with the pain, with discomfort, with tightness. So we're going to be working with this to put that fire down, okay? Well, let's get started then. So we have the ball. If you don't have one, you're just going to be going along with us, laying down on the floor. So get get on the carpet. If you have a yoga mat handy or a pillow, that will be great too. You can also use the rolled up towel just to replace the ball until you get it. And we're going to be working with this ball. How are we going to be doing that? So there's two extremely important principles that I want you to remember. And by the way, if you do not remember just by watching this video, the PDF has all the steps and you're going to be all set. You're going to be able to work with the ball in the right way just by referring to that document. So please read it, print it out. So you have your ball. You already bought it. You got it online or in a store. First thing, because a very important principle that we have for this self-treatment I'm going to teach you is that we never force our body beyond pain. It's extremely important. There is this whole concept in our society that no pain, no game. I think it's still there, right? I gotta push hard. I'm gonna stretch as hard as I can. I'm going to make it open. I'm going to make it get rid of that pain. Well, you know what? It doesn't work. The harder we push against the body, the harder we make it work, the more it resists. So if you're trying to, get that deep massage into your back and, rub it really hard and put like maybe a tennis ball or a baseball underneath that and try to roll on it and just get that pain out, guess what's going to happen? Your back, your body is actually going to resist you and get into more pain in the end, okay? We don't want to do it. We want to go gentle, slow. We're going to respect our body's limitations and the way it wants to go, because we're here to help our body and not to force it into anything. So you may be a person who's actually having a lot of chronic pain, who's been dealing with this for years. You may cringe at the thought of putting any pressure in your back because you've tried everything and it's really hurting. You don't want to hurt yourself more. So what I want you to do, I'm gonna have you get a bike pump. And there are little attachments, they're called needle attachments. They're very simple. You can buy those for, $2 on Amazon or in a bike store, right? Needle attachment. You're going to put it in the bike pump, okay? And you're going to get some air out of your ball just by using this little device, okay? So the ball is going to be more floppy, okay? If you, on the other hand, are a person who feels really good, just it's very athletic, maybe you've been lifting weights and getting really strong, and you feel like you really need a little bit more pressure in your body, and you can get on that, you can get that more pressure without creating pain, then I'm going to invite you to use the same tool, a little bike pump with a little needle attachment, and put more air into the ball. So the ball becomes firmer and harder, okay? So a part of this process that I'm teaching you today is going to be determining how much pressure you want to put in that ball. You can also use pillows. You can lay down on a softer surface like a couch rather than the floor. So ask yourself, this is a very important step, very important principle. We do not force, we ask our body. And I'm going to teach you a little bit today about body language. and how we actually work with the body to understand what it is trying to tell us. Okay? So don't worry if you're not getting much yet. Remember, you gotta have a ball, you gotta have a bike pump, and play around with the amount of air in this little ball. Okay? So we got step number 1. The body is all connected. It's a connective tissue. And when it becomes tight and restricted from trauma, from maybe looking at the TV screen or looking at the computer screen all day, from working all day really hard and getting really tight, the body gets inflamed. It gets painful. So we got to create more space and openness in our connective tissue in our body to reduce the pain. Okay? Step number 2, we have the right tool. It's the ball, and we have a little bike pump. Okay? Super simple. And then step number 3, we do not force. This was principle 1. Principle 2, we have to spend time stretching or using the ball in the way I'm going to show you in a minute. We got to spend time. There is this very important principle that we use. We need to do everything that we do, every stretch or every technique with the ball, we're going to be doing it for at least 5 minutes, okay? So we never force, principle number 1, we do everything for 5 minutes. And again, it's all in the PDF, so don't worry if you may forget, okay? So let's get to work. Let me show you a little bit how to treat yourself, and let me take you on a short little journey of a few minutes so that you can get a sense of how we work with our body. Okay? So if you don't have a ball, I will invite you to just lay down on the floor. You can grab a towel and roll it up in a little roll, and what we're gonna do, we're gonna put our ball right between our shoulder blades. Okay? So it's right across in the middle on the spine. Okay? You're able to see. I will have my ball right here in the middle between my shoulder blades, right behind the spine. And I'm going to use the wall just because I want to be able to see you, or I want you to be able to see me. By the way, I cannot really see you. I hope you there and watching. Okay, so you are on the floor. You can be on the couch. It's much preferred to be on a firmer surface. If you feel like the ball is too much, you can always put a pillow over it or under it. So again, listening to your body, how much pressure do you want today? Okay, so I'm just kind of going to settle on my ball and feel that pressure between my shoulder blades. I'm gonna take a deep breath. Exhaling deeply, letting go. And what I'm gonna do is see, where do my arms want to go? My arms kind of want to spread out. But you can have your arms really low here. If you have chronic shoulder problems and it's really pretty impossible for you to move your arms too far, be very easy and gentle with yourself. Just stay with your arms low. It may be a good idea to put a pillow behind your head so that you don't have too much of that stretch going on here and that your neck is not being compromised. So importantly, set yourself right, set yourself up for success. With this treatment, it's absolutely necessary that you don't feel like you're struggling or you in more pain that you've been before you started that self-treatment. Okay, so you're just going to be making yourself comfortable on the ball, and I'm feeling that pressure just pushing into my spine. Imagine that I'm actually laying down on the floor as well. I'm going to spread my arms because my arms want to go here. Again, you can keep your arms close to your body, anywhere they want to go naturally. There's no forcing. So you can close your eyes, take a deep breath. Exhale deeply through your mouth. Let everything go. And I'm beginning to feel a stretch across my chest. I'm beginning to feel a stretch in my shoulders. I am enjoying the pressure of the ball into my spine. How does our body talk to us? It talks to us through sensations. I'm also feeling like my arms want to go down. I don't want to hold them up anymore. Just concentrating on the pressure on my spine. So listen to your body. Our body, as I was saying, talks to us through sensations, through feelings. Pain, pleasure, cold, hot, dryness, moisture. Space, constriction. All of those sensations are just ways of our body to communicate with us what is going on with it. So remember, we always want to do this practice for at least 5 minutes because it takes time for us to get into that connective tissue, get into that fascial system and allow the tightness to start to melt. The pressure of the ball and the stretch on your chest is going to start to help you melt down those tight areas in your back. And you don't need a massage or roll on your ball. Allow yourself to start to really settle, maintaining that consistent pressure on your back. So what am I feeling? Ask yourself this question. What am I feeling? Am I feeling pain or is it pleasurable? Am I feeling space or do I feel constricted and tight? There's no judgment. You just want to notice your experience. Breathing. And letting the air out. Hey, it's good to give it a little sound. There may be some emotion stuck in there. If you've been focusing on that computer screen all day long and really sort of disconnected from your body, from your feelings, you might have accumulated some emotions, some sensations that were not processed throughout the day. Use this as a way to release those sensations through breath. Clearing out your day completely out of your body so you can start afresh. And feeling the pressure into your spine, through your chest. A wonderful image to have is imagine this butter melting on a hot stove. You put a chunk of butter on the stove, on the fire, it is going to start melting and becoming more and more fluid. This is what we want to help our body, our connective tissue to be. Soft, melted, fluid. Allowing that constriction and tightness to disappear. Allowing the firmness of the pressure and the expansiveness of the breath to melt those tight, stuck hard areas in your back. Enjoying it. So you see, the idea is to have a clock, a watch, a phone, something with a timer, and you want to set it for 5 minutes so you don't have to think about the time, and block all the distractions out. 5 minutes. It may sound like a long time. It may sound like you just want to check your email or look at Facebook or Instagram, or maybe somebody's texting you. Block those distractions out. You are taking your power back by taking that 5 minutes to simply treat yourself and to treat your body well. So I'm going to slowly relax here, remove that ball. So what I want to invite you to do is download your PDF, look at those steps. Again, step number 1, learn to connect with your body, to understand that it is a connected system. Learn its language. What sensations is your body communicating to you? Step number 2, get a ball, get a pump with a needle attachment, okay? Step number 3, follow the principles. Never force, and stay with this for at least 5 minutes, okay? So these are the 3 steps I wanted to teach you today. And step number 4, join our Facebook community. Find your inner healer and heal your chronic pain. It is linked here in the PDF document you have in the resources of this masterclass. And reach out to me. I provided my information here as well. My name is Monica, and Empower TV is my studio where I create self-treatment videos for you all. I want to help you empower yourself. That is my mission and my goal. And how do we empower ourselves? One step at a time. So here's the final step for you and your homework, so to say. What I want you to do, once you all have a ball, once you have it properly set up, once you block out that 5 minutes, block it out of distractions, commit to yourself. I want you to, every day for the next week, for the next 7 days, find that 5 minutes and perform this technique. You can rewatch this video. You can always re-access this link. You can look at the PDF to guide you. And you can join our community on Facebook so that I can answer your questions, and you can watch other videos as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please reach out, give me comments, tell me what else do you want to learn, because I got plenty to offer you, and I would like to guide you to empower yourself. And it was an absolute pleasure talking with you today, and be well. Remember, try this for 7 days and see how your back feels then. Okay? It's not an instant cure, but it will provide you with incredible benefits once you commit to it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.